and welcome to Apex Esports League. Thanks for joining us for round 3 of the Pagnian Advanced Simulation GT3 Championship. Tonight's round we see ourselves in the USA for Daytona International Raceway Road Course. In the session tonight we've got 10 minutes of practice, 10 minutes of qualifying, a 40-minute race. Weather is generated and there is a likely chance of rain in the forecast. Time of day is the morning and our cars are all capped at 46% fuel, meaning they will need to stop for fuel to finish out the race. Our championship standings after round 2, we have Dylan O'Shea maintaining the series lead, followed by Simon Mazzomo and Hayden Sell for P2 and P3. Our results for round 2 were at Fuji International Speedway, and it was Simon Mazzomo that took the race win after qualifying P3. We had Samuel Smith end up taking the fastest lap bonus points. Taking a look at the track, so it is 5.72 kilometers length for the road course layout. It's currently 22 degrees with 100% humidity and overcast, so it'll be interesting when we see if that is rain that we can see. We can see a bit of fog going on in the background, so it'll be quite an interesting session tonight to see if we get our very first time with rain in our iRacing series that we broadcast. So very exciting tonight. We'll get some audio and some graphics up for us. Check out how our drivers are faring in the practice. A little bit of time left before it kicks over into the qualifying, where they're going to need to be pushing pretty hard to try and get those extra championship points. Details. 23 degrees on the track. Currently my cockpit Lamborghini. So about 2 minutes left to their practice session. If you join us for the stream, here's a bunch of sound effects controls you can play with underneath the stream that we recorded over our live stream. So you have fun with those sound effects. Give some applause for the drivers that you're supporting. So don't be shy, jump in the chat, say hello. It'd be great if you can hit that follow button. To our milestone for 390 followers. I think there's only 9 to go. It'd be great if we can achieve that very soon. Dylan O'Shea being quickest out there at the moment for 145.1. Looks like we'll have close to another grid. Time on board. Our drivers needing to use the same car for each round. Same driven the car, they are locked in for that mate. So any mistake switching to a car isn't going to actually benefit them anyway for the championship. Championship points will be void in the changed car. Now, gap is 16 seconds. Fantastic catch from second away from Dylan O'Shea's time. Mercedes up. And practice now done. Being moved over into the qualifying. They've only got 10 minutes to get that time on the board. And it is tight along those championship standings. Can be some movement on the ladder based on their qualifying positions. So it is pretty important when they're coming down. There's a very tight, like the car behind. Through here, just scrape the wall on the pit exit. Around Daytona. So we had commentary from Ryan Carlson, who will be crossing over to him mid-race. He has volunteered to give us driver's insight on the track as the race unfolds. It's a very distracting thing for our drivers to do. Here in the Lamborghini Huracan. And been a rather difficult one. It really opens you up for a great run down here into the following hairpins. Slippery out there. Will you keep it on the track or will we bring it back into the pits? No damage to the car, so may as well continue. The old commentator's curse to him here. Yeah. Visibility quite tough. I think he's going to have to. Interesting. Lap. Those cool temps playing havoc. That roll last, you can see. That's on the bank. Come down into the chicanes. On the brakes. Take a fair bit of curb. Bottoming out. Those fast ready commence. Hopefully a luckier lap this time around. Daniel Benefield, Dylan O'Shea P2, and Simon Mazomo P3. Only 19 drivers are getting a time on the board, 20 now, as that's just had an extra come through on the list. Just moves up board. Sorry, the Audi. This one makes some big gain there, moves up into P8. The Audi. This Brewer that just made the pass over Brad Hayes. Laps left. Let's see, Sam Smith, Pagnian P3. Two big sectors. Getting up a bit of time. Timing yourself coming out onto the first part of the oval, getting a nice run and having a car ahead of you using a slipstream. Huge gain in lap time. A bit of a strategy here that you can play in the qualifying session. Also made some improvement, moving into P3. Shane drops 2 places. Essentially, you're going to have some lap for most now if they're coming out. They get squeezing of an extra one if they're lucky. Just got 25 seconds in the hang between practice and qualifying. Davis, Stephanie Piccoli, and Brendan Meyer to get a time on the board. Myers in a later entry to it. There you go, big movement there. Ash Davis getting the time on the board, moves up into P14, parks it up, so it's going to be did with 10 seconds left on the clock. Colin tucking in behind Martin, and both needing to get a time on the board. Looks to be Kid Martin, which is sitting behind. A couple of links. Still out on track, rushing that Ferrari hard through the chicanes. Maybe enough time here for O'Shea to finish this lap out. Approach to come out onto the oval part. Conditions. There's a chance that the rain could set in before the race. Out on track, I'm not sure if he's only just out for 3/4 of a lap just about at this point. Just getting in some practice, no time set on the board. Mustang gets a little loose. O'Shea does it through that qualifying time as well. He's moved himself up into P2. 12 drivers now having returned their cars. All getting a time on the board. Except for Brendan Myers with that late entry. He's getting to join the session to be able to make the race. A bit of a spin, those cold tyres. Oh, doesn't quite get to complete that lap, I don't think, from the looks of that. Take a look at some qualifying results as well. I had to just lose my stream screen so I couldn't see what was going on, so I just had to find that window. So now back into it to look at the results there. And our first 18 drivers are shown on the screen at the moment, with Daniel Benefield taking pole position, setting a 1:44.439. Then followed by Dylan O'Shea, Simon Mazzomo, Samuel Smith, Luke Swan, Harry Dodds, Caleb Dawson, Hayden Sell, Hayden Benefield, John Gallen, Brock Mottershead, Ryan Carlson, Matthew Shanahan, Ash Davis, Andrew Rushworth, Gordon McCulloch, Nicholas Martin, and David Nash. And then we'll cast our eyes down through the rest of the standings. 37 drivers set to grid up and commence this rolling start. Clicked other things while trying to fix this up. Apologies, seeing camera controls up on the screen. Left to grid. away. Driver. Speeding gear. Is he doing something? A little bit delayed. You've got too much balking going on. Driver's not getting moving. So let's start without him. Radar beforehand. The rain is going to come into play. Safety car in. Lights about to go green. Benefield's got a pretty good start here. Shay's pretty keen to try and get the run on him. So far, no smashes going on. O'Shea sitting pretty tight. Also got Mazzomo that's sitting quite tight on the tail of Samuel Smith. It's wide. A couple of cars back as well. They run off wide. Incident. Coley going off for a spin. A couple of cars are being brought up. It's going to be having O'Shea definitely poke the nose in for a look. He's going to get the run here on him. Takes the nose right in under the tail. Almost a bump draft going on between these two cars. His front lip fit nicely under that Ferrari's tail. There's the toe for Piccoli. Sliding car. That's Ryan Carlson. Huge smash. Yeah, that's a toe. That front end is destroyed. Something going on. Some stutterers and that's big cross back over. Up. Back end, we had going five in those first 17 cars before. Now, drop back. Stephanie McCauley in the pits. Showing that John Gallan's been in the pits. I think that may have been a pit lane start. Should be wise from the line back. 8 cells still closing in. Test P7. Well up ahead. Having to worry about the cars behind while they're pretty occupied. You can focus on Luke Swan ahead. Luke Swan lost him for most of that corner. Oh, Sam Smith sitting hot tight on O'Shea. O'Shea's sat back a little bit from behind Daniel Benefield. Ferrari. Far ahead, Dylan O'Shea. See how much slipstream coming along. Roll off. I'm not sure if that may have been top speed in the Ferrari or if it was a little bit of surfing going on. Shanahan. Going on behind Shannon Corbett and Ricky Hyde. I'm sure he's far enough up and gets off the track pretty quickly. Comes away unscathed. The score's just had crash. Car appears to be okay. Masters, Daniel Johnston. Our leader now pushing out second lead. Definitely be helping some of the pressure behind from Sam Smith. Closing on, there's some movement going on here. Sam Smith going to get the move over O'Shea. And the left-hander, so he's going to have to get nice ahead. Gets the track position, holds O'Shea off. Benefield ahead. He's going to be getting a nice amount of slipstream still because he's only 8 tenths away from our leader. Can't even see what's going on from above. Limp completely. Run it out with fog. Out around Ricky Hyde. Potential damage with Hyde's aero. bit. Pitting going on. Buckland comes out, Simmons comes in. He's overshot the box. Furlow's on the journey out. So I'm in pit window here. Oh, there's a journey in, is it? No, it's his journey out, sorry. Carson after a heavy hit to the front end of that Mustang. Out on track. Battle's going on. It's pace, and then looks for an open door to get around Buckland. Fall back, he wasn't far enough along to be able to have a shot yet. Bunt. Bunt's trying to stay in the show. He swings out with the Corvette. Get an inside move on the oval. Brewer. Disadvantage coming down in the chicane. John Gallen makes it pretty wide before chicane. Bunt straight in. He blinks out. That's going to scare Frewer. The car would have just disappeared. Would have been feeling some aero wash at the same time just before that braking zone. And there's some movement. Shot. There's so much movement in our front runners. They all just shuffle. Pretty wide across the control line. Just sneaks in. Great positional awareness from those drivers. Caesar Shane moved down into P5. Leader Daniel Benefield dropping down to P3 as Simon Mazzomo takes the race lead. Start on the lap 7. Hey, Tyjo, just jumping on the stream. Cheer on Nick Martin. Well, P13. Got Otter's head. Mercedes powering up on the outside. Race leaders still bunched up. Drums are going to be staying this close throughout the race by the time they come to the end of it. Easily big position change just from that slipstream. So the final lap's going to be very crucial. And good to see you out on iRacing, Tyjo. Gas forming. Cuts worked nicely in the last 2 rounds. Some drivers, Shays, benefited jumping in early both those rounds. So will we see the strategy tonight. Samuel Smith parking the car in turn 1 on the last lap last week. To appear to have maybe had a steering issue. Stuck the nose in just to pester Benfield's mirror. Big issues for them at Daytona. They don't generate a whole lot of heat. They're going to crush that car hard through the infield areas. With these very cool track temperatures, struggling out there. Battles going on. Cars towards the back end. David Nash. Jason blazing in pretty quickly. Just the wider line out onto the oval section. The Ferrari's going to probably capitalise on that. Pushing out 1 second lead now. You can see that time quickly disappear once they out into the oval section. Exit traffic should be clear. I don't think anyone's using keyboard or joys on iRacing in these ones. It is possible to do it. Oh, and that's Coley, I believe, off in the distance there, off track. Losing out. Oh, that gets around Porsche pretty quickly, but I think that may be some front end damage for Russell Gander. Thanks for the follow as well. See 3 players I can't smiles back from some data. Get the move. O'Shea. Sorry, O'Shea, Benefield. Getting close to the fight lead now. Zoma's going to be feeling some big pressure. Smith and Benefield. Oh, he gets the inside move at the hairpin. Runs out wide. Fighting for every inch of track on the exit. The fragility of these GT3 cars banging doors can be catastrophic. Position change between Smith and Benefield. Lucky those two fixated on each other. Zomo had 2 attempts away. Stan Smith after he got the initial pass over Benefield. 11. Just on approach to the halfway point. Same move that Benefield did. Light traffic coming up, and there goes Smith. Gets the pass. We see it happen in the background. Zomo's going to have to try and get around super quick, and if he can before the oval section. Simmons moves to the outside, lets all the traffic through. Shea managed to get around. Back here, got to pay to bring the car into the, grab that fuel now. Great work, as they're going to be losing time, especially with this Porsche seems to have a little bit of advantage out in the oval section. Slipstream still able to stay ahead that bit. Our race leaders here. This is where the moves are being made. Cross battles down throughout. Battling it out. Still on steady, Millie makes contact. Ashworth closing in on Daniel Johnstone. Turn 2. Ashworth and Johnstone battling out. Here comes Leo hitting in now. Zomo hits lap 14. Smith moves up into lead now. Moves going on behind between Weatherfield and O'Shea. Like let's go. Oh, there's a little bit of contact to the rear. They both get tagged. Narrowly avoid another car. Luke Swan narrowly avoiding that one. O'Shea's dropping a fair bit. Pretty close behind each other. Opens big risk potential for any netcode taps. Some aero damage that's done to the car as well. So it'd be beneficial to bring the car in because there's too much speed loss out on these oval sections at Daytona. It's not worth trying to continue on with that aero. Got the fast repairs, they've got to come in for fuel to make the rest of the race anyway. Probably diving in this lap. Let's open big opportunities here for Smith now to push out this lead. 2.6 second gap. Swan's coming into the pits. Dodds coming in also. Smith stays out in the lead. Smith just chucks in time. So it's Russell Gander's car. Benefield and O'Shea don't come into the pits. So they're balancing out a little bit more. Probably a little bit of teammate banter between the two. Dodds. Turn in the cross. Dodds gets that track position at the apex. And switch around. Get a nice line here, about the power around pretty quickly. Sam Smith now coming into the pits. Benefield and O'Shea not yet pitting. They stay up for another lap. No, Benefield's coming in. O'Shea makes the journey as well. Smith should release first. Some issues with his pit stop. Been in, up into P2. White numbers next to the country flag is their car number. Smith keeps that lead. Somo behind, and also having got that pit stop out of the way. Went to plan, won't have to come back in. There's only 8 tenths gap between the two. Go on, harass. Drivers on there. Great interview in a moment. Before too much excitement happens. G'day Ryan, we've jumped on board with you. You can hear us? Yep. Alright, it helps if I unmute myself. I just jumped on board with you, Ryan. It's a little bit of a rough start at the start when you came off at the exit of turn 1.
Yeah, look, I'm pretty annoyed to be honest, though. pretty annoyed, to be honest. That's 2 for 2 races, that sort of things happen. Like, I feel like I'm out here putting in hard yards worth of practice in officials trying to get through all of that, and then I get held up in qualifying, so I can't really put a decent lap in. And then I get taken out on the first or now second lap by just stupid manoeuvres. Like, I felt like I was covering off the inside pretty well there. I know I moved out a little bit, but that's because I would have run over cones if I didn't. I know this thing doesn't pull up very well in a straight line, through a corner I should say, so I tried to straighten up a little bit so I'd be able to pull up, and I braked a little bit early, but he just doesn't seem to be able to take that into account. It just sucks being taken out week after week by a racecraft car who doesn't seem to know racecraft.
Unfortunate. Hopefully you can manage to be able to recover back. We won't distract you for too long. So you can try and recover some of those positions.
Nah, that's alright. I don't think there's really much I can recover. I've got to go on the pits this lap, and I'm still a lap down, so I'm the leader of the lap down cars, I think. I'm not currently a lap down, but I will be as soon as I make this manoeuvre.
All the best.
Thanks for coming to talk.
Luck, Ryan. We'll keep an eye out of you and see how you progress.
Righto, cheers.
We have Ryan Carlson struggling in the Mustang today. Starting to lose that gap now. Before we crossed over. Have a chat with Ryan. He was about 8 tenths leading ahead of Mazzomo. That's now closed down. It was just teetering 0.4 to 0.6 over the first sector. Mustang does look good, power line. And cheers, Sarjo. So we're still sitting. Yeah. The Porsche managing to be able to pull away, even with the cars in the slipstream behind, losing out a little. Not able to be able to rein Smith in yet. A bit of that clean air really benefiting the Ferrari. It's probably definitely a case of it would be rather humid still. Losing out. 100% humidity remains. We're going to be losing that top end power. The drivers with a high chance of rain. Not seen any chance of rain yet. Martin and Ash Davis. A little unsteady for Martin. Tries to hold that more inside line. Davis get another run. Able to have a shot. Sitting around the same. It's currently at 7 tenths at this point. Lines maybe enough of a slipstream break for Martin here. Keep Porsche at bay. sector. Come down to the chicane. Dodds. Hayden Cell. Closing pretty quickly. Some traffic around. Pretty sure the car exited the pits distracted them just a little bit. Saw a little bit of hesitation. Didn't expect to see such a standout car just here in their vision like that. Leader Dylan O'Shea, currently P8. David Simmons. Oh, that was a little scary. Schultz got a little bit loose and the car started to come across towards Bun. Love that Castrol Mustang livery there, Tyjo. It's very reminiscent of Tom's Supra. Lap 21. 3 minutes 20 left on the clock. Sam Smith leading the way. 4.5 second gap now. Making a move. Like a fair bit of a gap in form. I'm not sure if it was a potential mistake. Bit of a slingshot assist. Slowing down now for Smith. 4.5 second lead. 2 laps left on the race. Shanahan closing on the tail of Modder's head. Ferrari side by side coming down to turn 1. Move there. And sneaks that Ferrari in. P9. some ground. Try not to lose any speed out of this. Oh, I think they balked each other in that. Left. The white flag. Davis and Martin side by side, make door to door through turn 1. Nose. Checkered flag will be out. He's only got half a lap to go. Finished the race on 23 laps. To lose the race last week. Had to park it up. We're only a minute away this time. Super close now. 10th of a lap remains. Swan Mazzomo still working with that slipstream. Flash of the lights. Checkered flag out for Smith. Round 3 race win goes to Samuel Smith. Simon Mazzomo on the podium, P2. And Luke Swan, P3. Nice close finish between the two. Slingshotting each other through to the end. I'm pretty sure he's across the line, so he can crash his car out, no problems. Sound drivers catching up across the line. Brewer and Nash go side by side for the finish. Very tight, keep going below the yellow line to try and get around. Although destroys his car after crossing the line. Come on, the drivers close, finishing amongst each other. Some very consistent battles throughout the race. It's just Shoals now. I think he may have run out of fuel. Oh, that is unfortunate. Matthew Shoals. Now here comes Simmons. Push. Well done, David Simmons. He's so close to home. Oh, and Shoals gets blocked. Unlucky. Car in, he can get across the line in the end. No, the steward waiting for him to get across the line. The incident points still count towards the drivers as well, so they could find themselves a post-race penalty. Depending depending on how many incident points they got for the session so far. Once we get the checkered flag on the standings, we'll be able to have a look at race results. There he is. Gets across the line. Drivers will take a look at those race results now. There is round 3 of the Pagnian Advanced Simulation GT3 Championship at Daytona International Raceway Road Course. Samuel Smith is our race winner. Also on the podium in P2 is Simon Mazzomo, and then P3 Luke Swan. We'll go back and click that just yet. We'll go down through the standings through the P18. We then have Daniel Benefield, Dylan O'Shea, Caleb Dawson, Hayden Sell, Harry Dodds, Matthew Shanahan, Brock Mottershead, Ash Davis, Nicholas Martin, Gordon McCulloch, Shannon Corbett, Craig Schultz, Andrew Rushworth, Ryan Bunt, and David Nash. And then scan down, see the rest of the standings. Some very close finishes in the end. Now looking at those times for the standings. Here's some burnouts going on background. Let's see if our podium finishers jump across into our channel to have a chat. Yeah, Powerbomber David Simmons might have lost the race, but he won our hearts. He sure did. That was mighty kind to do that and help out a fellow driver out there to get the car home across the line. And so the drivers are jumping across to have a chat, so we'll continue on. There is our standings to wrap up round 3. What an awesome race to watch. It's been a great one to be able to see our drivers battle it out, and a super close finish in the end, especially between P2 and P3. And then Samuel Smith, 4.7 second lead in the end, so well done. And we will be back again next week, same time, so we're going live 7:35 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time as we cross over to the drivers on track, and then they will be doing it out in Mazzano World Circuit, Marco Simoncelli Grand Prix, and there's still that probability for rain as well, so we've got a fair few rounds that come up that will have a wet forecast, but since it is completely generated, there is potential that it won't occur, as we expected tonight with that 77% chance of rain and didn't see a drop. So the drivers probably a relief of There's a big sigh of relief with that as well, because they did get in a fair bit of wet practice. So once again, a big thank you to all our viewers for supporting the channel, and all our members whilst they're battling it out on track, putting on a good show for us to witness. And then it would be great to be able to see you back again trackside next week, to be able to see them do it all again at Mazzano. So off to Italy next week. And of course, a big thank you to our sponsors and partners: Pagnian Advanced Simulation, Next Level Racing, Dubby, Fanatec, Stump Grinding, Central Coast, Razor, and Chubby Buns Burgers. Once again, thanks for joining us, and hope to see you next week.